My beloved child, listen closely. I have seen you wrestle with questions that echo in the quiet. When will things change? When will I see the promise? I have watched you carry dreams that seem to fade under the weight of delay. You've looked at others moving forward while you felt stuck, wondering if I had forgotten you. But I have not. Every pause, every detour, every moment that felt wasted has been shaping something far greater than you imagined. What you call waiting, I call preparation. What you see as silence, I use as formation. And now, the season you've prayed for is approaching. The shift is already in motion, not because of luck, but because your faith has reached its appointed hour. You have not been overlooked. You have been preserved. There is a difference. I have kept you hidden, not as punishment, but as protection, shielding your purpose until it was strong enough to be seen. And now, the curtain begins to lift. You have asked me for blessings, for opportunities, for answers. But what I am bringing is more than a single miracle. It is a renewal of purpose, a restoration of your inner strength, and a realignment of your path with my divine timing. My child, breathe deeply. Let peace fill you. The path ahead will not look like what you planned, but it will lead to what you were created for. There were nights when you thought your prayers vanished into the air, yet not a single word has been lost. Every tear, every whispered "help me," every silent hope, I have gathered them all. They have become seeds, and now it is time for them to bloom. But before you step into this new season, I want you to release something. The idea that you must have everything figured out before you move. The miracle begins when you move first. Faith is not the absence of fear. It is the courage to walk through uncertainty, trusting that I am already waiting on the other side. You have measured your life by results, by what you could see, hold, or count. But I measure differently. I measure by growth, by faith, by the moments you choose hope instead of despair. You have passed through tests that seemed endless, yet every one of them refined you for what's next. When you look back, you will realize that nothing was random. Every closed door redirected you toward alignment. Every delay stretched your faith just enough for you to carry the weight of what's coming. My timing is not late. It is exact. When the moment is right, doors will open so naturally that you won't have to force them. What you thought was over will come back to life, and you will understand why I asked you to wait. Because I was aligning you with something that fits your purpose perfectly. Now listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you will change how you face your next chapter. You are entering a time of divine restoration, not just in your finances, but in your peace, your relationships, and your vision. I am restoring the energy you lost, trying to make things work on your own. I am giving back the confidence that trials tried to steal. This new season is not about striving, it's about flow. It's about learning to walk with me instead of running ahead of me. And as you hear these words, if you feel something stirring inside, that warmth, that pull in your heart, that's my spirit reminding you that this is not just a message. It's a living decree spoken over your life. You have entered a moment of divine synchronization, where everything that once felt scattered will start to connect. People, ideas, opportunities, even challenges, all of them will align to reveal the pattern I've been weaving behind the scenes. When you start to feel that quiet assurance inside you, like that calm that doesn't make sense, know that it's not imagination. That is my peace, the sign that I am near. Pause with me for a moment. Let go of the noise, the deadlines, the fear that things won't work out. You are safe in my plan. You are held in my hands, and as you absorb this truth, I want you to do something small but powerful. Take a deep breath And if what you're hearing touches your heart, acknowledge it. A moment of reflection, a word of gratitude, a quiet thank you whispered under your breath. These simple acts anchor faith inside you. When you pause to recognize what resonates, you strengthen the connection between my words and your heart. You make space for peace to settle in, for clarity to rise. Now hear this: the blessings I am sending are not just things to receive. They are invitations to grow. Each one will stretch you, refine you, and remind you that my favor is not random. It's relational. It flows through trust, gratitude, and obedience. You are stepping into a time where I will show you that provision isn't always material. Sometimes it's wisdom, sometimes opportunity, sometimes the right person at the right time. But always, it will be exactly what you need. And when it arrives, you will recognize my fingerprints all over it. You've wondered why I've allowed certain things to end, with relationships, jobs, routines, plans. But what you thought were endings were really exits from what could no longer hold your destiny. I am not taking from you. I am making room for what aligns with your next season. Let go of guilt for what didn't work. Release the idea that you failed. Nothing is wasted in my design. Even the detours have purpose. You will soon feel energy returning, motivation, focus, and inspiration that had gone quiet. Ideas will begin to flow again. Doors will open without explanation. And when they do, don't question whether you're ready. I have already prepared you. You don't need to strive to prove yourself. Just stay aligned, stay grateful, and stay open. And if in this moment your heart feels lighter, your hope feels alive again, hold on to it. That's the first sign of renewal. That's me breathing new life into your story. I want you to remember this. You were never meant to live in constant struggle. You were created to reflect my abundance, not through excess, but through peace, purpose, and generosity. You will no longer chase blessings. Blessings will recognize you by your peace. Now, beloved, I will tell you something sacred. The greatest miracle I can give you is not wealth or status. It is clarity. When you see life through my lens, you no longer fear timing. You trust it. You no longer panic in waiting. You prepare. You no longer question the journey. You honor it. This is the transformation that unlocks everything else. From now on, measure your days not by what you receive, but by what you learn, and how much peace you carry. Because when peace governs your decisions, miracles follow naturally. Your purpose will unfold in layers. Don't rush the process. Every chapter is training you for the next. Every person you meet, every challenge you face, they are all threads in the fabric of your calling. When I open the next door for you, it will not feel forced. It will feel right. It will align effortlessly because it is yours. And when that moment comes, when the opportunity presents itself, when the right person appears, when your heart feels that spark, act with courage. Your obedience will activate what I have already prepared. Now, take a quiet moment with me. Let your spirit settle. If these words awaken something deep inside, acknowledge it. Reflect on what you've just felt. And if it gives you peace or direction, let that be your confirmation. You see, when you engage with what speaks to your soul, you anchor it into reality. That's why I ask you to hold these words close. Let them shape your thoughts and actions in the days ahead. And as you continue walking this path, remember, you are never walking alone. I am in every step, every decision, every breath. Soon you'll see how the pieces fit, how delays became protection, how loss became redirection, and how confusion became the birthplace of clarity. In that moment, you will smile through tears and say, "Now I understand. My beloved, I am doing something new within you. It won't just bless your life. It will overflow to everyone connected to you. You are a vessel of light, and when your life shines, others find hope through you. This is how I spread my blessings, through hearts that remember where their help comes from. So when you share what you've learned, when you speak words that lift someone else, when you remind them that their timing will come too, you become part of the miracle. That is how purpose multiplies. If you wish to keep growing in this peace, stay close to the messages that nurture your soul. Let inspiration be your daily companion. Surround yourself with reminders of hope, because what you feed grows. And if this word brought you strength today, pass it forward. Someone else is praying for the same reassurance you just received. When you share hope, you become the reason someone else doesn't give up. That is how you keep the blessing alive. Now lift your eyes. The dawn is breaking. What once felt delayed is being delivered. Walk with confidence, speak with gratitude, expect good things, because good things have already been set in motion for you. You are entering your appointed time. The door is open. The path is clear. And I, your Creator, am walking with you every step of the way. Your new season begins now.